Hello, builders. So welcome to another Prostalk episode. So to those who may be just tuning in today, Prostalk is a social corporate responsibility of Buildy. So today we're exploring the exciting intersection of education and technology with Ursel, co-founder and CEO of SkoolTek and EdFolio. So they offer an AI-powered school management solution that promises to transform the way schools operate. So good afternoon, Ursel.
Hi, good afternoon, Ryan. Good afternoon. Thank you for
Hi,
inviting me here. Philip, thank you. Thank you.
our pleasure. So before we start, can you introduce us with SkoolTek and EdFolio?
Okay, so yes, hi. Thank you again for having me here. And it's a great opportunity for me to be able to also share to your viewers and listeners and followers here at Prostalk about SkoolTek and EdFolio. So basically, SkoolTek is an AI integrated and now also integrated with blockchain, and it's an all-in-one school management system that seeks to help all our small to medium schools, but now targeting also our colleges and universities, help them streamline their administrative processes and systems in their schools. So our goal really here is that from entrance to exit, we would be able to help our schools and we would be their partners, helping them streamline efficiency in all of their processes. And Edfolio is it's an e-commerce site for ebooks and other educational materials. So technically, we first launched Edfolio back in 2022, and our goal really is to help all of our and independent authors and even publishers that do not have a digital presence or an e-commerce site. And so Edfolio is actually a platform for all of our digital materials. So we don't have any printed books yet. And right now, we already have a lot of our authors and even our teacher authors. I'm so happy to have them. Actually, for the past months, there has been a surge of teacher authors uploading
Mhm.
their content at Edfolio. And so I encourage all those homeschoolers and even teachers who would want to see other materials that they find maybe relevant, that they can supplement all of their teachings in school. They can actually check out Edfolio and see, what they have there. And most of our content there are really very affordable, Philip. So this is really for all our dear Filipinos. In fact, some of the authors that also have an ebook sold at a popular e-commerce website, they said Edfolio is like a blessing for them. So they called Edfolio as the Filipino Kindle,
Mhm.
and that
Yeah.
they can, because we only charge very, very minimal commission. So it's really just a help for all our authors. And I'm happy that they're finding the site very helpful for them. And even all of our schools here using SkoolTek. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really great to hear since everything has been digitalized. So I'm sure
Yes.
yung mga teachers nagkakaroon sila ng voice to like do their own contents and share
Yes.
their learnings to students, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, so let's dive in with SkoolTek AI integration. So our first question will be, can you break down the concept of AI integration in SkoolTek's school management solution and ano yung mga specific functionalities that are powered with AI?
Yes. Right now, our focus really on our AI integration at SkoolTek is our career predictive profiling system, which was recently funded by DOST. So, what we desire to do is to help our schools, even our Department of Education, be a supplement or at least a tool to be able to solve the high mismatch rate of our senior high schools track. So just to also add that I'm a school principal at small school here in Iligan City.
Mhm.
And we also have a senior high school program in our school. And I'm one of the admin or school administrator that is really pro senior high school because I saw the importance of adding two additional years in basic education, nurturing and guiding our students for them to enter college. And it's sad that, they can just enroll in whatever senior high school
Mhm.
strand and then enter college in a different strand. So sayang yung 2 years that they were prepared for a certain track, di ba?
Yeah.
So that's why in our career predictive profiling system, we would want to help eliminate or at least lessen that mismatch rate where our AI model would be able to at least categorized or look at the features of what are the students features or data that are geared towards a specific track. So the study that we're doing now that was funded by the OST, and I praise God for that because it's a national project right now and it's still
Yeah.
ongoing, that we're kind of doing a tracer study. We're kind of looking at those graduates already in college, and we looked at what are their features when they entered college and what were their features when they were in junior high and even in senior high. So we went as far as their junior high school grades. We really looked into that. And yeah, it's really exciting, and I'm very very excited for the result of this study, and hopefully this can really help our students in terms of career guidance and even in their academic profile as well. So that's the main integration of SkoolTek using AI. And the next of the pipeline that we have now is that we have already prepared our system, because one of the problem that we see in most schools, especially in big colleges and universities, is when you create a how do you call this, class schedules. Say, for example, you have 1,000 students or more. Most colleges and universities have more students, more than 1,000, and that means you also have a lot of faculty, and the dean or whoever's in charge has to like look at the chart, what are the schedules of specific programs. And so with our AI, it would now help that particular say admin, whoever's in charge in doing the class schedule, streamline that process where in one click it would now match the data of the teachers and the data of the rooms that are available, what building is available, or what are the rooms that are available. So it will have that kind of data where it will just arrange itself automatically. And then what the dean or what the person has to do who's in charge is just check and see if that's the kind of schedule or if there are any changes. And of course, it will also see conflicts of schedule. So yeah, so technically we're looking at big problems in schools. And even if we already have certain solutions in place, what we do at SkoolTek is that we continuously learn, and somehow our schools are our partners. So we talk to them, we ask them, what are their needs, so that we can use it as a learning opportunity for us to also help and see what else can we help them in the next year. So we continuously innovate, so that you can expect that SkoolTek na every year there will be new features depending on the school's needs. So yun naman yun.
Oh yeah, that's really great. Kasi, for example, yeah, naisip ko na looking back at my like high school or elementary na
Yeah.
imagine one teacher and then minamanage niya yung like 100, 200 or more pa na students. So
Yes.
this is really a great help for educators like yourself na,
Yes.
yung mabawasan yung workload and basically easier na makita yung data. How does SkoolTek leverage AI to personalize the learning experience of students? How do you SkoolTek recommend what track do they take or how their capabilities take them?
Yes. So at SkoolTek, right now, what we have in place, first and foremost, is that since we have in the school management part of the system, we have the curriculum builder. So the school has to set up all of that. And although this one is not really purely AI powered, this can be done development in the back end wise with even without AI. But of course, the curriculum builder can actually already track the student in terms of what are the subjects that has to be taken within a specific semester. So it will now guide them. They will have an academic progress into how many percent are they done with a specific course, what were the recommended subjects or courses that they need to take up on this specific semester. And once they're done with it, it will just reflect it's already done. And so that would actually really guide them already. And with the AI, additional feature using AI, it will somehow give a student an academic profile in where the deep learning that we plan to implement inside the learning management part of SkoolTek will now look at these features, look at these data points that would help the teachers later on in terms of what are the interventions that they need to do for a student to excel in a certain subject. So they will now have a data or baseline data of entire classes that they are teaching. Even the admin will also have that, where that admin would know that this specific grade, most of the students are almost failing in math. They would have like that insight, at least for them to be able to know what are the specific classes or subjects or the teachers that they need to also look into on how to intervene so that the students would not be failing on those certain subjects. So those are the things that we have prepared at SkoolTek. The objective of us, or the main reason for us to really create SkoolTek, is mostly on the administrative processes and the systems, right? The processes from enrollment, billing, and all that, right?
Yeah.
But right now we kind of looked at the other side of it, where also including in the learning management side, the teachers also need help in terms of, managing that. At least for them, they would have a clear look onto, what are the students, who are the students that are failing in certain subjects, so that they can do early interventions.
Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that. Kasi, syempre, napakaraming students, and then, there can be times that some student can be left out. So
Yeah.
so SkoolTek will be a really great help on, tracking those students that are being left out. So
Yes.
yeah, so this
Right.
is a really great platform. So moving on from students to educators right now. So benefits of schools and educators. How does SkoolTek empower teachers with AI-driven tools to enhance their teaching practices, lesson planning, grading system, and then giving feedbacks to the students?
Yes. So in terms of streamlining processes, one of the major things that SkoolTek really want to solve in terms of the processes in schools. So just to give you an overview of what the schools are currently doing. Um, Basically in schools, when you look for a school management, it's really from one provider, and then the learning management, even from the same provider, is actually separate from the school management. So somehow it's not integrated in a way that when the teachers are given subjects that they need to teach and using the learning management side of that system, or could it be from another provider, what the teachers do is that they have to enroll and add them one by one in that platform. And with SkoolTek, once the students are enrolled in the school using the SkoolTek system, once they're able to match the students using the certificate of enrollment side of the system, where they would enroll and see how much the students are due. So that process already, matching the students to the subjects, and also the subjects to the teachers, who will be the teachers who will teach the specific subjects in certain programs or departments or courses. That process already creates a learning management side of the system, where once the teachers or student log into their portal, before, the portals are mostly used for looking at grades, looking at how much their bill is, diba? That's the current portal that the students are having. And if they have a learning management, it's usually two separate portals. The one
Yeah.
for the learning management, one for the admin. So in SkoolTek, it's just one portal for all of that. So once they log into their portal, they will have what we call the class feed, where all the subjects that they enrolled in are there. So that's the learning management side of it. And so the teachers also, once they log into their portal, they don't have to add the students that are enrolled in their class one by one anymore, because at the admin side, it's already been tagged there. So once they log in, they will now see all the subjects. The teachers will now see all the subjects that are being that are given to them, that used to be class list, right? Like when you're a teacher, you're given class list. These are the subjects that you are teaching. These are the list of students that are enrolled in your class. So you just have
Mhm.
to add them manually. But now, once they log into their portal, they will already see that. They can now just automatically grade, automatically check attendance, post activities. All the teachers, all the students that are enrolled in their class would now be able to see them. So at least in that way, the overwhelming processes of admin tasks done by teachers are now lessened, if not completely eliminated, right? So what we want to do, and our goal really at SkoolTek, is that teachers will now, or even the school will now be able to focus on what they do best, which is educate, which is teach.
Yes.
Right? They're not there to handle all these complex processes of technology, where most of the time, sometimes most technologies, the people that are using it are the ones who will adjust to what the technology is giving or providing them, right? So at SkoolTek, what we did now is we really want it to be as flexible and as customizable as it can be, so that the technology will now be able to adjust to what the schools are already doing or what the teachers are already doing, so that they can focus on teaching.
I see. So yeah, that's really great to hear. Talking about AI, so I want to discuss about security and data privacy concerns. So for sure, our parents and educators for sure are really concerned with this. So how does
Yes.
SkoolTek ensures the security and responsible use of student data collected through its platform?
Yes. So just to highlight, SkoolTek and EdFolio were registered at our Data Privacy Commission. So we have the DPO DPA seal already. So that means all of our processes, all of our data handling procedures are in line in accordance to our data privacy law here in the Philippines. So that means we really see that data privacy is very important to secure. So make sure that everything that how we handle the data, we have to ask permission first, of course, from the data owner, so that we assure all our school heads, even the parents, that we will be asking for whoever permission kung kaninong data yung we will share. But of course, we will not be doing that, right? So
Yeah.
all of the processes that we have at SkoolTek is in accordance to that. And at the same time, in terms of security breach, I mean, right now, medyo naging, ano siya, no? Medyo naging cause of concern, because a lot of even our government offices are being hacked. And so one of the things that I really told my dev team is that we have to make sure that all of the things that we do are, it's what we call the secured DevOps. So even the tiniest codes, even the standards that we're doing in our coding structure is already considering security, because I know every bug that, I understand that every structure, even in the codes, is also one of the things that you need to prepare, not just having firewall and all that. Like from the code stage itself, it has to be secured, right? So there are procedures that the devs can do to be able to secure that. And then second step is that we actually have like people who would test our system. So the next goal of SkoolTek is to have that certificate that we are hack proof and that we are secured. So that's how we want to ensure that all of our constituents or even the schools that are using SkoolTek will be assured and that their data is safe and that we are hack proof. So you have to stand by for that, that we already have that seal. And yeah, so in terms of that, especially now that it's a common cause of concern, all the more, no, we are cautious in terms of making sure that the system is safe and it's hack proof, and that our data collection practices, especially right now, we have our research and development program, right? The project that are funded by DOST, it takes a lot of time because you have to ask permission individually, right? So
Yeah, for
that in
sure.
itself is our testament of, that's an assurance that we really follow the standards, even if it would take time, right? So yeah, that's it. So I hope that our schools that will be using our system, and even those who are already SkoolTek users, rest assured that we are really following the standards of our Data Privacy Act.
All right. Thank you for that. And that's really assuring for parents and educators. And
Yeah.
I just want to know if you have like a partnership with this platform with regards to data privacy concerns and storage of data.
Yes, well, right now, one of the things that we really wanna highlight and that we are really the first
Mhm.
of most systems that are existing today that has a secured credentialing system where all of our records are fraud proof. So it is powered by blockchain technology that all the schools that are using SkoolTek can now be able to generate transcript of records, certificates, and all other types of student records that are stored in the blockchain. So just a briefer about blockchain for education. One of the use cases there is really the secured credentialing. So it's fraud proof type of credentials where once you scan the QR code or look at the serial number of every document that are being released in school, it can be traced to the data owner or it can be traced to the one that created it. So meaning the school can now boast and market that whatever credentials that they they give to their students are secured or they are authentic. They can just say, okay, you have to scan it or look at the credentials and look at a provider, our partner now for our blockchain technology also on the other side to be able to make sure when we scan it using an app called Dock on Chain, they can now
Mhm.
trace the data back to whoever or what school created that document. So once you scan the document and it's not existent in a specific school or even in the database of Dock on Chain or using the blockchain, then that means it's fake. This type of credentialing system is out in the market, the goal for SkoolTek really is that all the schools in the Philippines will be using our system. And so it will create a community of secured credentials within and between schools, right? So
Yeah.
how we wish that time would come that all of the schools in the Philippines would now be able to trace all the documents being released, so that's really a dream and I hope that they would come very soon.
Yeah, I really support that kasi, after you graduate, you're, really busy and there can be
Yeah.
times where you misplaced or lost your credentials. But
Right?
if you have this blockchain and, you can just
Yes,
scan andun lang, on your hands lang siya all the time or online lang and it's
exactly.
secured.
Yes, that's
Yeah, so
right.
for sure this is really the
Yes.
future, innovations for this platform. So speaking of future, so let's look ahead. So how do you envision AI playing a more prominent role in education in the Philippines and beyond?
Yeah. Well, actually, when AI became a popular term or a buzzword, especially in the education sector, I think it started last year that it was really very, matunog, like, oh, and
Mm,
a lot of our educators or even those teachers, they actually find AI as a threat. Sometimes there are even things there are even like discussions that say, AI can replace people. But I personally believe that AI is a tool where all of us can use to enhance whatever we already have. In fact, AI is being done by a person. No, so AI cannot really replace humans unless humans will stop innovating and learning, right? And
mm,
once you come to a point where you no longer learn, then probably
yeah,
AI can replace you, right? But if you continuously
yeah,
educate yourself, do
yes.
professional development, then AI can never replace you. And having AI play a more prominent role in education, maybe it will just enhance all of the things that teachers or schools already have. And I'm sure that even myself, I find AI as a tool for me to be able to speedily get information that I need for my talks or for the things that I'm writing, but not heavily dependent on AI. Because
Mm,
AI is still limited, but our brain impulses, that's limitless. It really depends
yes.
on the person and how you want to utilize whatever learning that you have. And so I guess AI can really play a more prominent role in education, but more on the assisting side of it, not more on the teaching. Because
Mhm.
I don't know, for me, humans are still the superior beings. We are created by God, and we are the best. We are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and we're not made by any human. diba?
Mhm. Yeah.
So for me, it will just supplement, it will just help. And I hope that all our dear educators will also find this as a challenge to not stop learning, to not stop innovating. Because if you do stop and innovating, then probably, you will be replaceable.
Yeah.
But of course, if you keep continuously educate yourself, orient yourself with what's new and what's good to teach, especially the changing times and the changing generations. Di
Mhm.
ba? That what worked before would not work anymore, especially
Yeah.
in teaching our dear students. So I guess in that case, I believe that AI will just be an assistant or at least a supplementary tool for all our educators.
Yeah. For my last question, so, what are the exciting developments are on the horizon for school techs, and how will they continue to push the boundaries of AI powered education solutions?
Yeah, so actually we have a lot in our pipeline. I'm quite a visionary, if I may say. In fact, if only I can, have like a lot of team, different departments and do whatever I want to do, it would be faster. But of
Mhm.
course, as a startup, we are limited in terms of funds, in terms of people. I think that's just really the limitation now. But in terms of boundaries, it's really limitless. We have a lot of things in place in terms of AI, other AI tools, and even other blockchain related tools to enhance learning. In fact, we have also thought of another tool using blockchain where it can help also with the motivation in terms of motivating our students and for them to be able to see parang mas ma-encourage sila to do far far more. So parang we call it the merit system later on. And then in terms of AI, we already have the career predictive and the academic profile. But I guess one of the things that I also want to do is for it to be a continuous research and development program where after we finish with the current DOST funded project, there will be a lot of iterations and improvements, especially gearing towards the colleges and universities. So right now, the ones that most benefit our AI project is the junior high, going senior high. So
Mhm.
we would have another other iterations and improvements in terms of AI products in the current senior high going to college, and at least the college going to the career to their career path. So I guess and up until the students are done with their college degree and even their master's and PhD degree, then there's really no limit as to how SkoolTek can help in terms of AI powered tools. And of course, also the processes. We hope to develop a lot more features that could streamline some or not all, if not all, repetitive processes in school so that it would now be more focused on doing the salient or important parts of the system that really needs human intervention.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's really great to hear. So, for our viewers, this is really relevant and very. There's a lot of things to learn with the school tech. So, once again, we want to thank Ursel, CEO and co-founder of SkoolTek and EdFolio. So, thank you, Ursel, again for
Thank
your
you,
time.
Philip. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you so much for your time and for inviting me at
Mm-hmm.
Buildy Prostalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is such a good platform also to talk about our initiatives at SkoolTek and EdFolio.
Yeah, so before we wrap things up, can you once again promote school tech and how to reach you and what exciting things you have in store for us in the future?
Yes. So actually, you may reach me at LinkedIn. I'm active at LinkedIn and also Facebook. So Ursula Laureno. If there are things that you want to talk about, like how we want to leverage technology into uh, help enhance our education system. And at the same time, if you're looking for a school management system and you would want to have a free demo of our system, you may go to our website or our Facebook page, go to SkoolTek by EdFolio. And if it's the website, you just go to www.skooltek.co. Sometimes they just, mistaken it as .com, but it's just
Mhm.
.co. And I hope that we would be able to partner with all of our schools here in the Philippines and help you with your processes. And with EdFolio, I really encourage all of our dear educators, teachers, students, and even homeschool parents to check out edfolio.co. We have a wide range of resources already there created by our teachers. And there are others also that are from our independent author providers. We even have a publisher also at SkoolTek already. So they have books from the basic ed up until college books, ebooks.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for an ebook, a specific ebook, you can actually go to EdFolio as well. So all things educational, you can find it at edfolio.co. So all of what we have there are still in ebook format. So we don't have any printed books as of yet, but pretty soon we hope to also have that. But for now, it's mostly ebooks, and I hope that you would find our site valuable. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity again. Prostalk and Philip and Ryan here. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you future 5, 10 years from now. I'm sure
Yes.
you still go a long way. So thank you again for joining us and sharing SkoolTek's innovative approach to school management.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And to our viewers, stay tuned for more Crosstalk episode on Building TV. Thank you for watching.